reaching from beyond the mountains to the sea, are the towns and the cities in which we live, the community in which we work. For some of us, our daily task may mean service to the community. The policeman who speeds the flow of traffic in our crowded city streets. Or the school teacher with her precious charges, the citizens of tomorrow. To the post office telephonist, service means courtesy and efficiency, as her busy fingers link people near and far. And for Peter Allen and Howard Timbury, service to the community is the very essence of their work as members of the Australian Post Office. Peter, as a cadet engineer, is training for the day when his tasks will include planning for the further development of the vast post office communications network which spans our continent. Howard is training as a fitter and turner. After his apprenticeship, he will make communications equipment, much of it designed by Peter and his fellow engineers. But when work is done, the spirit of service remains, a spirit that is typified in Rover Scouting throughout the world. In the closing days of the year, Peter and Howard spent their leave at the 7th World Rover Moot, the first World Scouting event to be held in Australia. Here, amid the tree-clad slopes and the rolling hills of Yarra Brae, in a spirit of international brotherhood, 1,000 rovers from 15 nations had come together to exchange ideas and to strengthen the bonds of friendship. The headquarters for the Moot was Roe Allen Hall, named in honor of the former Chief Scout of the Commonwealth. The Moot was news, and almost every day the Australian press told in picture and story of the success of this world event. Here, in an atmosphere of freedom and fun, mealtimes were carefree and uninhibited affairs. There were no language barriers. Here, anywhere, even beside the wash-up trough, was just fine for a chat and an exchange of views. Here were the Rover Scouts of the world, from many lands, from all walks of life. Rovers were here from Canada.
I'm David Smythe from British Columbia, Canada. In 1961-62, the 12th month, the Canadians came from the Rockies, the prairies, the lakes, some by boat, some by plane, across the waters to the 7th World Rover Moot in Australia.
Rovers were here from Ceylon.
I am Ginadasa, Ceylon.
Sweden.
I am Lars Halbjörn from Stockholm in Sweden.
Papua.
Hello, I'm from Papua and New Guinea. My name is Mecca.
Germany.
Thank you.
Hallo. Ich heiße Karl-Heinz Jaspers und komme aus Deutschland.
Japan.
私は山住康彦と申します。私は日本の東京から参りました。
And Australia.
And I'm Peter Allen from Strathmore, Victoria.
Remembering Lord Baden-Powell's words, rovers are a brotherhood of the open air and service. Peter was not surprised to find at the Moot many other rovers from all parts of Australia, whose daily role as members of the Australian Post Office is service to the community. Fellows like Des Fox, a technician from Charleville in Queensland, Dick Randolph and Colin Brown, technicians from Perth, John Tucker, electrical fitter from Adelaide, Jim Buchan and Brian Heyman from Sydney, and many others. Here they were joined again in the spirit of service, for it is a feature of a Rover Moot that on one day the rovers render some service to the community. One large party of rovers went to a deaf institute in an outer Melbourne suburb. Their job? To clear fire breaks. While others worked on the restoration of the Puffing Billy railway line, another group spent a busy day at the Lady Nell Seeing Eye School. This Victorian school, which was established by blind people themselves, will provide any blind person with a trained seeing eye dog free of charge. Major General Risson, Chief Commissioner of Scouting in Victoria, paid a surprise visit and was keenly interested in the rovers' progress. These many tasks, gladly done, were just further examples of a rover's community spirit. Next day, as a reciprocal gesture, local organizations visited the Moot and gave demonstrations. One such group was the Box Hill Archers with a fine display that looked just too easy. But appearances are often deceptive, as some rovers found out. Then the arrows gave way to boomerangs, which were soon spinning above the flagpoles. Rovers from all lands were keen to try their hand, as Bill Onus demonstrated the Stone Age art. With the day's work done, the happy rovers gathered on the banks of the River Yarra. Here, under the watchful eye of the lifesavers, they could swim or just chat in relaxed companionship. But wait, a swimmer in difficulties? Yes, even training for lifesavers can be good fun. Now that their work was behind them, the rovers moved out in expedition parties which spread out across Victoria, some to hike or surf, some to sail or fly, others to climb mountains and explore caves. Most to see a little of the rural and industrial wealth of the state of Victoria. A special communications centre was set up, and with the help of the Australian Army, contact was maintained with each expedition during the 4 exciting days.
Hello 4, message over. 4, Roger, to Moot, Chief, from Flight Centre. No report yet from Party 13, which should have been at Rover Chalet last night.
The glimpse of Victoria they had seen aroused much interest, and the Rovers had many questions to put to the staff of the Victorian Tourist Bureau, who had helped to organise their expeditions. As the parties returned, Lord Rowan, now Governor of Tasmania, took the opportunity to renew old friendships. Once again, in the pleasant bushland of the campsite, the song of the hidden bellbirds mingled with the many tongues and alien sounds.
Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah.
In the hot, clear morning, 50 buses climbed out of the camp, carrying the Rovers to Healesville, in the foothills of the Great Dividing Range, to the Sir Colin Mackenzie Sanctuary, with its outstanding collection of Australian fauna. Cameras clicked and whirred incessantly as the Rovers busily recorded what was for many a unique experience. An unusual sight, even for many Australians, was the platypus. A fascinating animal, as much at home in its display tank as in its native habitat. The lovable koala, probably the best known of all Australia's bush creatures, won many new friends. In the late afternoon, they walked amid the lovely surroundings of the Maroondah Dam Reserve. This, for many of the Rovers, was their final glimpse of Victoria's scenic beauty. The traditional church service, with the voices from many lands joining in the hymns, heralded the close of the Moot. Later, the Rovers assembled for the final ceremony. In their expedition parties, gradually they moved on to the arena. When the Moot chief, Bill Waters, had been chaired in, Sir Charles Maclean, Chief Scout of the Commonwealth, delivered the closing address. As he spoke, their thoughts drifted back over the eventful fortnight. Thoughts of friendship, of fun, of a greater understanding of Australia and its people, of the welcome mail from home. Thoughts of many things, but above all, the knowledge that they too serve the community.